Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the first episode of Tommy's Talk. Just a quick rundown of what this show is going to be. I'm going to bring on as many athletes as I can to just talk to them, interview them, get into their minds, not only about the game, but about themselves as people. And we'll get right into it. To kick off the first episode, I'm very excited to have five-star offensive lineman from Atascocita High School, Kam Dewberry. Cam, thank you so much for coming on today, man.
Yeah, for sure. You know I got it. I got you.
So just kind of a breakdown of who Cam is before he explains it himself. He's, like I said, a five-star offensive lineman, Rivals top 100 player in the class of 22, and a Max Prep sophomore All-American. He has 24 Division One offers. That's a lot in itself, Cam. But for those who don't know you, tell us a bit about yourself, not only as a football player but as a person.
I'm real chill. I'm a really good person to hang around. I'm an open book. I'm just a really cool person. I'm really good with video games. I like to travel. So that's a lot about me.
So are you a Madden type of guy or Call of Duty type of guy?
I play everything, every game. I play Madden, 2K, Call of Duty, Fortnite, Warzone, whatever.
Oh yeah, so you're a Renaissance man. I got you.
Hmm.
And we'll have some fun later and get back to video game talk and things like that. But I want to talk a little bit about football. Obviously, during this COVID-19 outbreak, it's been tough because you don't get to practice with your teammates and stuff like that. But what have you personally been doing to improve during the quarantine?
During quarantine, I've been really just running around my neighborhood, trails, parks, just trying to stay in shape as much as I can. Uh, Really, that's really by my main focus right now. Just getting a little technique work here and now and then, but my main focus right now is really cardio, just staying in shape.
Absolutely, and that makes a lot of sense. Now, going back to your sophomore season, obviously the accolades that I mentioned at the beginning are a good enough resume in itself. But from your perspective, how would you view your last season? How would you criticize it?
I mean, I think I knew I started off slow because I was playing right tackle, a position I wasn't used to on the high school level. And then I moved back to left tackle and I got more comfortable. And then I just got better throughout the season. And I just felt like I had a really good year for a sophomore and just trying to get better so I can have a better year next year.
And you did have a really good year last year, 81 pancake blocks, sheesh, and no sacks allowed on the quarterback. That's incredible. And
Yeah.
you talked a lot about how you're running a lot and your technique. You're one of the most fluent when it comes to technique that I've seen play. How would you describe how you structure your game?
Yeah, I would say I structure most of my game off of power and technique. Because technique, you know what I'm saying, you can be the strongest guy in the world, but not have any technique and still lose reps. So if you have a lot of technique, there's only a couple of things like that can only help you. What I'm saying, like it only helps you. Technique only helps you. It takes you
Absolutely.
farther than just strength and power and raw talent. It's all about technique.
hmm So you're a technique and power type of guy. Who would you say at either a professional level or somebody that you know today has been a model for your game? And who do you look up to when it comes to knowledge for your position?
I look up to Willis from Alabama, the offensive tackle. I look up to Kenyon Green, of course. He came from my high school. Um, I look up to Sam Cosmi. We never played together, but just watching him play, he's just on a whole different level. He's going to be a future first rounder. And that's about it. That's my main guys I really look up to.
So have you been able to talk to any of them to get to pick their minds about what you have to do? And if so, how did those conversations go?
Oh yeah, we always usually we work out together, so we always have conversations just about recruiting and just football and just life in general. Yeah, they said just take the whole process slow, and that's really about it. And just do what you can do to control it.
So, unfortunately, last year, you guys only went a couple rounds deep in the playoffs. But I want to go to the first round with such a big win against a team like Katy Taylor, obviously led by guys like Jalen Milrow. What was the feeling of getting such a big win early?
That was a really good win. Everybody expected us to lose that round. It was really good. It gave us more confidence going into the next round. And we just prepared really well during that week during practice, and we just came out and we dominated.
And then that game against North Shore, obviously that was one of the more exciting matchups of the year. Didn't go in your guys' favor, but nonetheless was still an incredible game. And you guys started that first half out really strong. How did
Right.
you feel in that game?
That game was probably one of the probably the best high school game I played in. It was just really electric. It was so many people, so many fans. I felt really well by the way I performed, and we didn't come out on top, but I'm still proud of my team and the way we performed during that game.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're going to have a good game, I think North Shore is the team to have a good game against.
Right.
And so I'll get off from the season and move on to recruiting now. You have 24, I believe that's right. That was the last time I checked, it was 24, knowing you could get a
Yeah.
30 by now.
I got
Um,
it's 26 now.
26? Okay, even
Mhm.
better. Um, so talk about the thrill of getting these Division One offers for people who don't get the privilege of getting offers from schools like Alabama, LSU, Auburn. What's it like getting phone calls from coaches?
It's amazing. It's a great process. You know what I'm saying? I'm just really blessed. A lot of people don't really get that opportunity to get every offer or just even get some D1 offers at all. I'm just really blessed and I'm really humbled by the situation.
And as you head into the second half now of your high school career, what are your expectations? I'll start for yourself. What are you pushing yourself to do?
Like, what do you mean by that?
Like what are some of the goals that you have when it comes to these final two seasons at Atascocita?
Oh, okay. I just want to be a better leader. Just all our better teammate to my team. Try to do the most that I can to help us win. So that's really one of my main goals.
And then when it comes to goals as a team, what are you guys looking to accomplish? I know you have some great guys on the offense like Landon King coming into this season, the new
Mm.
University of Texas commit. What do you want to accomplish this year as the Atascocita Eagles?
So our first main goal is win a district championship usually, and then our second main goal is rank first in offense, and then in second in offense, and then third is try to work to the state championship.
So how confident are you that you can meet all three of those goals?
I'm confident. I feel like we can do it. I feel like we have the team and we have the coaches that are able to do that. So I'll always be confident in my team.
I'll be looking out for you guys next season. Should be a great one. And lastly, when it comes to football, what sets you apart from other recruits and makes you unique? Not necessarily in the football aspect, but as a person, what are you going to bring to a college program?
I feel like what I would bring, a guy who's not self-centered. I will be able to do whatever the coach needs me. If he needs me to play center, I'll go play center. If he needs me to go play defense, like just whatever, I'll go do it. Like I will do anything that's best for the team. So I think that's what separates me from a lot of people.
Very fluid. I like it. So I appreciate the football answers. And now, we'll keep it lighthearted, have some fun. Um, so when and if you make it to the NFL, who is a defensive lineman you'd want to pancake?
Aaron Donald, because I mean that's the best defensive lineman in the league. So I might as well go for him first. That would be really really tough, but Aaron Donald.
Yeah, you might have to really gain some more. You're a pretty strong guy now, but you
That's a really
you'll
strong
that's a
dude.
really strong guy right there.
Yeah.
Uh, Bringing it back to where you are right now, when it comes to being in the locker room with your teammates, who's the guy who makes you laugh the hardest in the locker room?
I mean, I wouldn't say there's just one guy, just everybody. You know, that we all joke. Everybody just cracks jokes on each other, and it's just a really family environment. So everybody in there makes me laugh, to be honest.
And when it comes to you're sitting in the locker room pregame, you're trying to get locked in. Who's your go-to song or artist?
NBA YoungBoy is probably my go-to artist. I gotta have YoungBoy on. You know, he just gave me in that mentality. So I would say him or Meek Mill.
So did you like YoungBoy's last album?
It was all right. He did too
Not his
much
best.
singing. Yeah, not his best. But you know, he gonna come back harder. Just wait.
And you talked a bit about video games before. So what would you say is your best? What is a game that no one can beat you in?
I think I'm untouchable in Madden. I just feel like I'm really well in Madden this year. Just a really good year for me and personally in Madden. So nobody's really been able to really beat me like that yet.
What team do you run with when you play against people?
Well, it really depends on the opponent. I like playing with the Vikings. I like playing with the Chiefs, the Rams, Baltimore Ravens. I like playing with the Cowboys. I'm not even a Cowboys fan, but I'd say that's about it.
If you were in Madden right now, what overall would you think that you should be?
Uh, I'd give myself uh like I'm saying I'm in the game with NFL players or with around high school players.
You know what? Let's do both.
All right, if it's an NFL, I give myself like a 73 because NFL players, they top tier. But high school, I give myself a 95.
95.
I give myself a 95.
I think that's pretty accurate. I don't know how you'll hold up against NFL players, but
Yeah, that's why I give myself a.
I definitely see you getting to that level. And if you do get to that level, what's a team you'd want to get picked by?
Mm, I mean, I'd say the Kansas City Chiefs. They just look like they have a lot of fun on their organization. It just seems like it's a lot of fun there.
I think it would be pretty fun protecting Patrick Mahomes too.
Yeah, it would be. That'd be really cool. Or I would play with Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, that'll be well. You don't really need to do too much there because if anybody gets
Yeah,
close to him, he'll just run off in a second and
exactly.
he's gone downfield.
Right.
Well, Cam, that's all that I had for you today. I really appreciate you coming on again.
I got you, man. No, no, thank you.
Absolutely, anytime. So, thank you everybody for watching this first episode of Tommy's Talk. Super exciting. Thank you once again, Cam, for coming on, and I will see you all next week.
All right, man.